Okay, bows and bow ties. Before I jump off into what I'm going to say, I just want to. Wait, what am I doing? I don't know why I was going to make a wrong turn. I just want to say I'm having a really good breathing morning. You know why? I swapped my allergy meds. I found the right one. So, yeah, I am. The last couple of days has been fantastic. So I just want to jump on into it. There's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. I just want to start off with Tyla the Water Girl. Now, let me just say this. Take what I say with a grain of salt, okay? Um, I know a little bit about who she is. I know she has that water song. Make me sweat, make me holler. I think those are the words. Make me lose my breath. Make me water. I don't know. I did something like that, right? I think those are the lyrics. It's a cute little catchy song. Other than that, I don't know anything else other than she can do her booty shake and she's cute and she goes by color. Now, I know a lot of people were up in arms because she did not identify as black. Let me just say this. I have two things to say about that. One, culturally, I guess if you're biracial, they call it colored over in South Africa. That's where she's from. So I, I don't know how you can argue with that. Um, Two, we have to stop trying to make everybody black. Now, it's different if she says something disparaging about being black, right? But she identifies with being colored because over in South Africa, my understanding is that's how um, if you are biracial, black and white, or something to that effect. That is the term they use over there. I don't know if it's considered derogatory or if that's just like the term. We call it biracial here. Now, I'm going to move on to. Um, I'm going to say disrespecting Black American culture. So, I was on TikTok this weekend. I had time this weekend. Let me just say this. My understanding is there were VMAs or something like that. There was some award show recently. Apparently, I live under a rock. I didn't know. I don't really care. I don't think we watch award shows. She was at an award show. She was supposed to get an award. She won an award. I saw a clip. I guess they don't like the way she was handling herself during the presentation of her award. And then she tried to act like she needed Halle Bailey, the beautiful mermaid, black mermaid, with the really ethereal voice. I think she was looking at her like, can you hold my award? Like she was the help or something. And the other guy, I think they said it was Lil Nas X. I don't know who the guy was. I think it was Nas X. He was the one who actually ended up winning her award. Everyone's up in arms over her behavior, right? How she behaved on the Breakfast Club. I never saw that interview. Apparently, there's some other instances, and then of course, culminating this weekend with my understanding was the BMAs. I think that's what it. I don't know. It was sort of. I don't even know if it was this weekend. Whenever something recently happened. I don't really follow her that much. She has a cute little song that I have not downloaded or anything like that. I mean, if it's on, I'll listen to it. But other than that, I mean, it's kind of cliche, right? She's trying to make a name for herself in the Afrobeat genre, and right now, I think the one that's popping the most over here in the U.S. is Thames, even though you have a few others. That is the genre is starting to gain popularity, or at least mainstream popularity. Um, this is the thing: if you want success in the U.S., if you want black culture success, you better learn what black culture is. Okay, black American culture. Okay, let me be specific. Um, Black American culture plays a significant part in uh, promoting of music. White culture does too. If you're in like maybe pop or something like that. But if you want something more, a little bit of beat or whatever like that, you have to come see Black American culture. You cannot treat Black American culture with the people over here as if you think you are better than. Because what they're going to do is roast you. Now, let me just say this. I wouldn't take too kindly to someone being disrespectful to me, whether I'm presenting someone with an award or something along those lines. She is not nearly the talent or has the notoriety as a Halle Bailey. So let's be clear. Halle Bailey is in movies. She has been on the small screen in terms of TV. She did Grownish. She has a beautiful voice. Okay, so she is on multiple screens. She is having widespread success. Okay, when you can do like a Disney movie remake of Little Mermaid, and then you know I don't know if they're taking to Broadway or not yet. I don't know if that's happening, but like, you don't get to come here and thumb your nose up at anybody. Now, let me just say this. I don't know what's going on with all people, whether you are, you know, misplaced in the diaspora over in the UK. Um, I don't really hear too many people from the Caribbean acting out too much. Every once in a while, they're like, "Hey, I'm from Jamaica," or whatever. I'm like, "All right, whatever." But it's usually people from the continent or the UK. So if you're coming over here showing your high parts, Black Americans can show you better than they can tell you. And I say this because if you're trying to get the culture to accept you, you better know something about the culture. You can't come over acting like you're better than the culture because you got to see them on the way out. They know how to like dismiss you. And so where I'm going with this is the Tyla girl, I think she thought she was better than people. I don't know. I don't really follow her like that, but people are not very happy with her. And based off of what little bit I've seen, and I'm only going by what I've heard, I haven't seen all these things because I don't really follow her. I mean, like, she's got a cute little song, she shakes her behind. It's really kind of like cliche, if you ask me, for brown bodies anyway in entertainment. The only way they can get that notoriety is if they're standing up on the stage, grinding and shaking something. I said what I said. I'm calling this thing a thing. So it's more par for the course. Okay. That's what I see. She, I think she thought she was better than. I mean, she's a cute girl, but she's kind of typical in a way in terms of like she's a pretty girl, but she's biracial. So like you know, we've seen that before, right? So it's not like she's bringing over this new look. We have plenty of biracial people in the United States. We're used to seeing biracial people, so she's not like she's this totally unique entity. What made her um, gain notoriety? And they say she's an industry implant. I don't know. I don't care. Was the song was cute? She's cute, and she could get up on stage and shake her behind. That was what was drawing people to her voice is okay, but it wasn't like she's this musical talent, like this incredible songstress, right? It wasn't like she's singing women down. She had a cute, catchy tone, and I like the song. Now, she may have other work out there that is like amazing, like I don't know, maybe she does, but I did not, I don't know. So I just want to say, Tyler, honey, look, I don't know who is talking to you. I don't know who's in your camp. I don't know who's in charge of your brand. What you need to do is figure that out and very quickly. Let me tell you something. The one thing Beyonce did was when she came out and everyone was like, this girl is as dumb as a box of rocks. She was like, I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, don't let her talk. You know what they did? They stopped letting Beyonce talk. They're like, you just have to sing and look pretty at this point. Go out there, dance, put on a leotard, shake it behind. But we're not giving interviews. She was coming off as a dum dum. So they pulled a lot of those things. I remember the people from, was it Saudi Arabia or someplace when they did that interview? They were like, she's so dumb. You know, what they do, they scrub that. They're like, okay, we got to get rid of the dumb dumbness, right? They took control of that brand, or they made her take control of that brand until she stopped talking less dumb. And she still doesn't even do a lot of interviews, right? She knows her lane. She knows how to promote herself on stage and her albums and stuff like that, but she's not going to give you these compelling interviews. That's not her brand. And so now it gives her an air of mysteriousness or whatever. I don't know. Tyla's going to have to get control of her brand and do it quickly. Because I can tell you right now that people aren't going to put up with that crap, especially since, everybody's coming for black people anyway right now. So I'm telling you, it's just not going to work. Let me just move on real quick to, I forgot the name just that quickly. It's the SHITS and Giggles podcast people. I can't remember the first name, and Fuhad. These two men with a microphone, here we go, apparently have angered black women. Now, I've seen these guys before. I cannot remember what the guy's name is. And I've caught little clips here and there. Am I subscribed? No. I don't really care to listen to them or not listen to them. If they come across my feed, occasionally I'll listen to like a couple of seconds of it, and then I move on. Apparently, they went and did an interview with, I guess my tire pressure's low. The temperature's changing, so it's time for me to start putting air in the tires. Okay. So, they did an interview with Andrew Schultz, and they allowed for Andrew Schultz to say some not so nice things about black black women, particularly in America, I guess. And they co-signed it. Now, these two guys, I believe they operate from out of London. The two guys, so-and-so and Fuhad or whatever, they're part of the SHITS and Giggles podcast. So Andrew Schultz made some disparaging comments about black women, and these two clowns stood down in it. So this is the thing. You got all these black women being outraged, and I think they have a right to feel some kind of way. But this is the thing. Instead of like getting all caught up, all you gotta do is show people better than you can tell them. You know what you do? You stop engaging with their content and you withdraw your your subscription. You gotta understand, many of these people who have moved over to the UK or whatever, these are concrete individuals. They're going through something, because the fact that they would get up there and there was hints at them only liking a certain type of woman. I'm like, I don't know, I don't care, I'm not checking for them. But let them like what they like. I don't care. Like, it's just exhausting. But I'm just kind of like, all you have to do is just show them better than you can tell them. Unsubscribe and stop engaging with their content. It's that simple. I suspect that these two dinglings are probably going to come out with a video. They may not. They may come out with a video saying that they apologize and, they're sorry for being insensitive, and maybe people misunderstood what they're saying. I don't know. I don't care. You know, read that chapter, read the book, know how the chapter ends, whatever. But I'm also not overly caught up. I keep telling y'all, women, particularly the black women, but this for all women, stop listening to a whole bunch of dudes with microphones and podcasts. It's so unhinged. Many of them suffer from a form of arrested development. They don't even like themselves. I'm just confused. I'm confused as to why you would dedicate mental cycles to people who don't deserve them. That's why I dedicate most of my cycles to watching lions and the lionesses and the cubs. I love them, by the way. They are adorbs, by the way. I love them. I love them so much. The leopards, all of them. See what I'm saying? Carry your feet. I watch some of the silliest stuff. Now, of course, I get other stuff in my feed too, but I got a whole lot of stuff on the lions. I love them so much. The point I'm making is we've got to stop having all of this rage porn. Like, we're constantly enraged and upset. People are going to continue to commit mass, micro, and macro aggressions. And I'm not saying you can't speak on it, but like you can't just sit there and be in your feelings and then you don't act, right? What you do is you unsubscribe and you stop engaging the content. It's that simple. I do it all the time. Sometimes I periodically go through and see who I'm subscribed to, and I unsubscribe, and then I may be subscribed. I don't know, but I just don't engage. Why would you let some two clowns from I think they're from the UK who are, one looks to be biracial, one looks to be unambiguously black. Why would you engage or care about what those idiots say? They literally said they went to Atlanta and they didn't see anybody that was attractive there. The land of beautiful women. I'm not into women, but I mean, the chicks got it going on down there. I'm like, step my game up. I'm like, why would you engage with someone who says that? Like, you already know what you need to know when someone makes comments like that. It's one of two things. Either they like what you like, or they have preferences. Move on. Don't even engage. These are conquered individuals. They don't like themselves. If they can say that about a group of women, get out of here, especially in Atlanta. So I'm just kind of like, don't get caught up with these people, especially since they felt like they could say a whole bunch of disparaging things. And what makes it bad is people like them will get in front of people outside of the culture and they will denigrate people who look like me, right? You don't see any other culture doing that, but it's those guys that do that. This is the reason why I say stop engaging with people with these microphones. Engage only with my podcast. Engage only with my channel. All right. Now look, clearly I don't put a whole lot of effort into my channel because I don't have a whole lot of cycles. All right. I just get on here. I speak my mind. Look, it is what it is. It's just an opinion. If you don't like it, it's okay. I'm going to tell you the reason why. This is a fun channel for me. I don't eat off this channel. I don't even know if it'll ever get monetized because I need to go check the analytics. I don't get like enough views on it because I don't say anything salacious. I'm not out here trying to argue with men. Not interested in doing that. I'm like, argue all by yourself. I said what I said, and that's it. And then your life is so much more peaceful. But all of this going back and forth and getting on these podcasts and listening to these crazy podcasts, men with microphones, and then you're constantly getting your feelings hurt because people show exactly who they are. I'm like, well, if you keep signing up and doing the same things, you're gonna keep if you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna keep getting what you're getting. All these people from, all around the world who look like us, they got all their other issues. I mean, we got our issues too. My thing is like I will match what you give me. If you are coming off a certain kind of way, I know how to be dismissive. I don't care. I'm like, you're trying to get, validation from my culture. Heck, I don't even know what's going on with all the culture. I tried to keep up a little bit with having a TikTok account. All right, let me get off because I'm just rambling, but I just want you guys to know that I am like breathing really good today. Oh man, you know, and that's it. So you can go ahead and subscribe to my wonderful channel because I'm amazing in every way, could do no wrong. And that's all I got. Happy Monday.